Gente linda, gente hermosa, estoy en Yellowstone.
Y en este video te traigo al Geiser Stramboat, donde un guardabosques del parque nos contará su historia.
Steamboat Geyser is so special. It is the tallest active geyser in the world. It is now with a major eruption. It has been seen at over 400 feet. Just to give you perspective, Old Faithful is usually around 100 feet or so. So that's about 3 times as high. Wow. What you're seeing right now is what we call minor eruptions. You'll be seeing it out of its 2 vents spouting out. And on the left vent from here, yeah, that can still go up to about 30 to 40 feet. It is unpredictable. If you ask me when the next eruption is, I don't know. It first kind of emerged as a feature in about 1878 was when it erupted a couple times. Then it was another 12 years till the next one. That was pretty common that it could go a year or several years without erupting. It even went, maybe you read in the museum, it even went 50 years without erupting, from 1911 to 1961. That was the basic trend for many years. Yeah, once in a while, every several years, you'd have an eruption. What happened was, in a special year, was 2018. We had some earthquake activity in the park, which is normal. We have hundreds to thousands of earthquakes every year. Most of them you don't feel. Something moved underground, something opened up. Since then, we've had over 156 eruptions. So they've been happening a lot more frequently. At a record of only like 3 days in between major eruptions during this time in 2019. I can tell you that since the beginning of this year, we've had 8 major eruptions. Last one was June 20th of this year. It's been over 2 months. So I've been lucky enough to see the last 3 major eruptions of Steamboat. Each time I was at the museum area, and each time there was the loudest roar, rumble coming from this area. Even though you could feel it in the ground a bit shaking. Big jet of water going straight, it's going straight up too. It's not going off to the side like you see here. It's so powerful, it's just going straight up. We couldn't hear each other if it was going off right now. Just so loud. It's amazing. It's a unique experience. And so, safety question. People are not running for their lives when this happens. First, the water cools down immediately. You could get wet if the wind is coming this way. And there's nothing in the water that's going to hurt you. There's like clay in the water. You might need to wash your clothes after. It does shoot rocks from under the ground out. During that, I've seen this. Until now, none of the rocks have hit the deck. The water can be shooting out like that for up to an hour. It's shooting out steam like all over the sky for the next 24 hours. And you can see it for like miles around. It is like a spectacular event to see. Did want to mention, because people always ask me about the dead trees over here. Those trees were okay for a while, but what happened? 2018. Because before Steamboat could go years without an eruption, what happened actually is that the clay kind of surrounded the trees and they choked to death basically. They couldn't do photosynthesis. There's about 900 geysers in the world, and we've got over 500 in Yellowstone, just in the national park. Over half in all the world. So why do we have so many geysers in this special place? There's a few different factors that are important. First, we are on an active volcano, by the way. It is an active volcano. They tell me that it's not going to erupt anytime soon, but it could. So we're on the volcano, so we got magma under the ground, very close under the ground. We got a lot of water here. A lot of precipitation, snow melt, so we got a lot of water. So that's 2 important factors. You got the magma heating the water. I mentioned we have a lot of earthquakes here every year. So what do the earthquakes do? They create the cracks and like the holes in the ground. So now that heated water can rise to the surface. The final thing to make something a geyser is that at some point when it's rising, there's some kind of constriction where all that heated water is building up pressure, eventually needs to, release and blow out of the, of the ground and release that pressure. So that's what makes it a geyser.
Muy valiosa información. Bueno, gente, esto es todo por hoy. Muchas gracias por ver el video hasta el final. No te olvides de suscribirte y nos vemos la próxima.